Bulleted and numbered lists can be used in your documents to outline, arrange, and emphasize text. Now, in this section, you will learn how to create bulleted and numbered paragraphs, modify existing bullets, create special symbols as bullets, and format multi-leveled lists. Now, as you create the bulleted numbered paragraphs, take a close look at your ruler. These bulleted or numbered paragraphs will have negative or hanging indents, which control the spacing between the bullet and the text. So go bring out your ruler and let's begin. And we can simply use the default for now, and we can click onto the bullet library and put a bullet. Notice what happens, a couple things. It gets indented, the bullet appears. I can do the same thing for the domestic market, and I can position my cursor and press the function key F4. F4 is my repeat, so I know I get the exact same bullet. Now you might want Europe and Asia to be a bullet, but a different type of bullet, and even indent it a little bit further. So I'm going to grab both of those, and I'm going to pick from the bulleted library. I like these, but I don't love them. I'd like to define a new bullet. So I'm going to...
I was teaching an Access class one time, and we got to the section on database reports. And we created a few reports, and I saw a student shake his head in bewilderment. I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "Nothing. It's taking me 30 seconds now to do what used to take me half a day when I had to program all this stuff." Yes, indeed, technology has come a long way. Let's see if we can build some database reports in 30 seconds or less. We're going to see several ways to build reports. We were able to build a form with a one-button click. We'll be able to do the same thing with a report. We had a form wizard. We have a report wizard. We had a chance to build a form from scratch. We can build a report from scratch. To start building reports, let's go to the Create tab, and let's click Report. We have a report with the customer orders, and we have all of the fields. We'll go back up to Create, and this time we're going to use the Report Wizard. Because we had the customer orders query selected on the left side, it actually shows here in the Report Wizard. But you can click the drop-down arrow and choose any table or query that you want to use to build that report. We'll stay on customer orders. When we used the one-click button to build the report, it included every single field. Maybe we don't want to include every field. Now let me just move these products back over to where they need to be and save this. Watch what happens with this query open if we click Reports. One-click buttons are very good for cross-tab reports. As you have seen, you can build reports in 30 seconds or less. Yay! For that reason, take your data, take your queries, build plenty of samples of reports. Use the Report Wizard multiple ways. Have the report users look over those reports to see which ones they like before you spend a little more than 30 seconds enhancing those reports.
This session puts you behind the scenes in PowerPoint 2013 so that you can learn how to customize your settings to meet your personal presentation needs. You'll learn how to create and modify Slide Master, insert headers and footers, as well as modify your presentation properties. I'm going to drag this, and you can see the different types of masters that are in this presentation. So we have a major master title slide. This particular one kind of overrides most of the slides because they were crafted from it. And then these are variations of slides. You'll notice the placeholders over here. And we're going to go to New Slide. And you'll notice all the various layouts and basically in the master that were there. And right there is our word art title media that we just created. I'm going to click on that. And there is our particular layout that we created to add information to and to be reused later on down in the show if we needed to add another type of slide like this. So we're just going to click on each of the ones we want to change to meet those needs. We obviously aren't keeping with that blue theme, so we're going to take and clear that. Notice how this window changes based on what element you're on. And right here. So each one of these is a different type of object that you can alter, and notice that the window over here actually changes based on what you're clicking.
I am into formulas. I don't know if you are into formulas, but I bet when we finish this section, you're going to go, yeah, I like the fact that actually I could use formulas to total up worksheets, and I can handle any situation I'm faced with, even when the worksheets don't even look anything alike and they're structured completely differently. I hope you find that good news, so get ready and let's take the plunge. We have something called the Quick Analysis tool, which is a brand new feature of Excel 2013, and I think it's the greatest thing. Let's click on it, and what type of analysis are we going to do? Well, look at the different categories of functions that we could actually apply to what we have selected. For example, do you notice totals? Let's click on totals. What would you like? Do you recognize any of these words? Sum, average, count? How about sum? We'll do sum, and look at that. It put in sums for us. First thing, let's look at the gallery. The breakdown of style is color and the nature of the marker. We can actually have, for example, a high point marker. We'll do that. We'll have a low point marker as well. And let's choose a contrasting color. Not that it matters, frankly, with such a small one, but you can see, therefore, and if I zoom in just a little bit, or zoom in a lot, actually. Let's zoom in a lot. There you can see it well represented. And once again, we see a nice trend displayed for us visually.
This section focuses on adding various shapes and images to your document. It is here where you can insert not only pictures and shapes, but also online pictures from office.com, clip art, Bing Images, and your Facebook. Now don't forget, use Smart Art to create very professional looking objects. I can insert it as a screenshot and do a screen clipping of the last place I've been, and notice I can take just the Learn key. I can move the object. You want to make sure that you just set your wrapping options so you're allowed to move your options. And I'm going to increase the zoom magnification so you could really see the difference between the options. I'm going to click on Artistic Effects. And the first one I'm going to choose is the pencil. There we go. Pencil grayscale. Notice it looks like you've just taken a pencil, doodled the words Learn key. Other artistic effects. And what's kind of nice is this supports live preview. So I can pretend it's in cement, give it a more light screen feel, give it like a watercolor sponge feel. So what's nice is you can control how and where the object is aligned with respect to the text around it. Most of the time people do align the text square, so that way at least you have your object and the text wraps around.